The American Civil War was fought between the Northern States, Union, and the Southern States, Confederacy, from 1861 to 1865, mainly over the issue of slavery and states' rights. The North had an industrial economy and believed slavery was morally wrong, while the South's economy relied heavily on slave labor to grow crops like cotton and tobacco. These economic and moral differences caused deep divisions in the country. When Abraham Lincoln was elected as the 16th president in 1860, Southern leaders feared he would end slavery completely. In protest, 11 Southern states, including South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas, Florida, North Carolina, Arkansas, Tennessee, and Virginia, seceded from the Union and formed their own government called the Confederate States of America, choosing Jefferson Davis as their president. The war began on April 12, 1861, when Confederate forces attacked Fort Sumter in Charleston, South Carolina. This was the first battle and officially started the Civil War. At first, many believed it would be a short conflict, but it turned into a long and bloody struggle. The Union had more people, factories, and railroads, while the Confederacy had strong military leadership and soldiers highly motivated to defend their land. Some of the major battles included First Battle of Bull Run, Manassas, in 1861, which was an early Confederate victory that shocked the North. The Battle of Antietam in 1862, which was the bloodiest single day in American history with about 22,000 casualties, and the Battle of Gettysburg in 1863, where the Union Army stopped General Robert E. Lee's invasion of the North. The Battle of Vicksburg, also in 1863, gave the Union control over the Mississippi River, splitting the Confederacy in two. During the war, President Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation on January 1, 1863, which declared that all enslaved people in Confederate-held territory were free. This shifted the purpose of the war from just preserving the Union to also ending slavery. It also discouraged foreign countries like Britain and France from supporting the Confederacy. The Union Army was eventually led by General Ulysses S. Grant, while the Confederacy's main army was commanded by General Robert E. Lee. In 1864, Grant launched a series of relentless attacks against Lee's forces in Virginia, while General William Tecumseh Sherman led a famous campaign through Georgia, known as the March to the Sea, destroying Confederate supplies and weakening their will to fight. By early 1865, the Confederacy was collapsing. Union troops captured Richmond, the Confederate capital, in April. On April 9, 1865, General Lee surrendered to General Grant at Appomattox Courthouse in Virginia, marking the official end of the war. Just 5 days later, on April 14, 1865, President Abraham Lincoln was assassinated by John Wilkes Booth, a Southern supporter, while attending a play at Ford's Theater in Washington, D.C. His death shocked the nation, but his vision of a united America without slavery continued to shape the country. The war caused unimaginable destruction, especially in the South. Cities were burned, farms ruined, and more than 620,000 soldiers died from battle and disease. After the war, the U.S. entered the period known as Reconstruction, 1865-1877, during which the Southern states were gradually brought back into the Union, and the 13th Amendment to the Constitution was passed, abolishing slavery forever in the United States. Although freedom was achieved, African Americans continued to face discrimination and harsh treatment for many years. Still, the Civil War ensured that the United States would remain one nation, united under the principles of liberty and equality.